Snaps for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandy,
we can't ask Rashad questions.
Hey, Rashad.
Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? My name is Rashad Milligan. If you are new to the channel, this is the road to 5K subs. Welcome back to another stream, another day, another dollar. What is we talking about? I don't know. I don't know. But for the vibes.
LeBron James, all you gotta do is say his name. His greatness puts all other goats to shame. Talk about it. I don't care what you think MJ would do, cause next to Bron he'll always be number 2. 50,000 points, leader in this game. It's hard not to glaze when naming all of his accolades. Some would even say he's the best of all time, and if you disagree then you done lost your goddamn mind.
LeBron,
LeBron James. LeBron.
when I tell you this has been living in my head free for the past 24 hours. It's an amazing song. There's another one too. So first things first, man. First things first. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Long live P2. Rest in peace to P2, man. 100%, bro. P2, man. Young brother, talented young brother, trend-setting young brother, innovative, creative. You see here nearly 4 million subscriptions. I wasn't a subscriber, but I came across his videos like randomly last year in the fall. It was his first time visiting Atlanta, and he vlogged it. He vlogged the whole thing, and he did like 2-3 videos in Atlanta. And the whole time he was just like, I love Atlanta. It's so much better than LA. He was so excited. He's like, chat, should I move to Atlanta? Like, he was so excited. And he like met some girls from Clark and Georgia State, and then he hung out with them, and he was like, real cool dude. And I was watching it. I didn't see it on my recommended on my laptop, but I saw it on the TV one night. And that's just how I just started kind of following him. And then it was just kind of like, this dude likes Atlanta. That's nice. It's always nice to see how people feel about your hometown from the outside. And so yeah. I just thought that was nice. But one thing when people ask about his subscriber count and it'll be in the millions, I'm like, man, how do I not know about this guy? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he seems like someone I know, like same age demographic and everything like that. Like, he seems like someone I would know. And apparently he was like huge with 2K and everything like that back in the day. I'm like, okay, this makes sense. So, yeah, just went about my way. And to see this a couple months later, to see the news was shocking, heartbreaking, all of the things that you could think of for sure. Because he seemed like he was in great shape. And, the examiner's office said he was found in a mailroom. And the story that Rage is telling is that they said he just walked out and then just collapsed, like nothing else. And you look at his Snapchat from his last stories, and he's just in the gym. And then it's like, well, what happened? And it's a mystery, it's an investigation, all of these things. And it's sad. You pray for his family. Here in Louisiana, was the services for Caleb Wilson and everything like that. Second Line came out and marched outside of the service and everything down the streets of Kenner. And I don't know, man. I just felt like I've witnessed so much loss recently in the past few months that it has made me like really go harder with showing folks love, bro. Like, regardless, any artist that I've ever come across that I like, oh yeah, I've heard of them. Like, they're buzzing in Atlanta, they're buzzing in New Orleans, they're buzzing in Alabama, Mississippi, they're buzzing in Florida, they're buzzing in DC, they're buzzing in New York. I've heard of them before, that they're doing their thing. Or a song that I just randomly come across, regardless of how many plays it has, and I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Just replaying it over and over and over, like on repeat. I remember first time, well, it's first and the only time that I've met Marco Plus, and I interviewed him. And like throughout the entire interview, you could watch it if you want to. Like, I'm just like, yo, Scholar Diggins interlude is like, I'm just talking about how I love this song for so many years. And just like Scholar Diggins, and he's just like, yeah, it's a good song. It's a good song. But it like the back of it, the tone was like, I got albums of work. And but it's always just something that I want to let people know, like, bro, like this song got me through some times. This song represents a period, an era for me in my life, and I really appreciate it. Like I said, I've experienced so much loss in the past few months that I feel like, and then obviously with my job, I remember one time, I had an editor. He was leaving a job. He was leaving our job, and he talked to me, and he was just like, "Yo, you have this." He said, he pretty much said that I was good at like kind of writing obits or whatever, or like eulogizing people. And I was like, I appreciate that. But at the same time, it's just like being told like a tribute that you make or something like that is good. It always makes you feel like, dang, I wish the person that I wrote this about could have heard this or seen this or seen, you know what I'm saying? Seen me say this, you know what I'm saying, for themselves. Because a lot of people, if you just show love and stuff, a lot of people be like, oh, thank you so much. I did not know you felt that way. I did not know you thought that. Like, I remember one time for Father's Day, I wrote a thing for my dad, and I told him he was like one of my best friends. And he said, I didn't know that. I didn't know you felt that way, son. And, like he really took it to heart and stuff. And I don't know, man. You have to tell people how you feel and tell people like what they mean and stuff like that, because folks, you'd be surprised how many folks are surprised. I remember one of my homegirls, it was her birthday earlier this month, and she was like, this is the most love I've ever received for my birthday, all these messages, and I didn't know this many people loved me. And it's like stuff like that, like things where you have people congratulating you, and you like, dang, from all different types of walks of life. You're like, man, like, it's crazy. Like, I do remember this person from this part of life, this part of life, this part, and like all these people care about me. It's something that you wouldn't think, because especially if you could live in the day to day, your soul tunnel vision of just like what's in front of you, and you don't even realize like how many people you've impacted or what you mean to folks. So I say all that to say, let people know how you feel about them. 100%. Rest in peace to P2. Once again, prayers up to his family, his loved ones, his friends, his supporters, because I know his supporters are taking this extremely hard. I know I'm taking it pretty hard as someone who, what I'm saying, I wasn't even like a avid watcher of him. I haven't watched him for years. Like a lot of people said, we used to watch him in 2017, 2018, 2020. I didn't watch him back then. I just literally watched 2-3 vlogs of him a few months ago. And but he was in the community, and everybody in the community seemed like respected him. Always, said he had a positive mind, attitude, and stuff like that. Always had a smile on his face, things of that sort. So yeah, 100%. Rest in peace to P2. And then for my folks in Georgia right now, I know some of them, their power is going out and stuff like that. Stay safe, everybody out there in Georgia, Alabama as well. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay covered up, everything like that. Stay away from the windows, and may the storm, as light as possible, kind of effects on it and stuff like that to the area. I love you guys as well over there. Yeah. Speaking of like showing love and stuff like that, it's Geo's and the producer and No Gum Hondo's birthday today. Like they have the same birthday and they put out like some music together. And I was just showing them love on Twitter, like, yo, like Hondo. I've never spoken to Hondo, never met the dude, never even reached out for an interview, nothing like that before. And I always kind of look from afar, like that would be someone I like to interview just because his music is good, it's different. Like it's kind of like a Trinidad James meets Little B meets I don't know, it's kind of like chaotic music, almost like troll level, which matches his tweets because his tweets are like funny. Like he's one of the Twitter kind of staples in the community, and he represents Atlanta well. And you know, he's just trying to make it. You know what I'm saying? And you could feel that in his music, like he's hungry and stuff like that. Let me pull up Hondo, so like I know like I'm on Hondo right now. And yeah, so excuse me, but that's just one of those things of like, to him, he might feel like an underground artist, like he's having difficulty letting people hear him. Like obviously people know about his tweets, but do people know about like his music and his everything, you know what I'm saying? All that stuff, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying that like he can know people appreciate that, but he might not know people appreciate his artistry, his music and stuff like that to the level that they do. So I had to say that. And then to Geos, I was like, yo, Geos, I really appreciate your work as a producer with kind of like the drill sound and stuff like that. I really like the flips that you did on Tony's Love Street and the beats that you did on the Tony and Rob collab tape as well. He said, thank you, no problem. I got some stuff with Tony and Rob coming up on the way, by the way. And I appreciated that. I was like, oh, snap, little scoop. And he followed me and stuff like that. So shout out to Geos for sure, 100%. Yeah, man, I'm just showing love to folks, bro. I'm trying to make an extra effort to show love. Like Jelani Imani and David the Tragic released a tape yesterday. And it was nice. It was nice. I liked a few of the tracks. I liked the single that was the intro track. And then I liked the song with Marco Plus. I like the song that they had with the singer. Her name is like Cabwani, I believe. She's been doing her thing. She has a nice smooth track as well. She's from Atlanta too. She's kind of on the come up. She reminds me of Sakura when she had her come up a couple years ago and stuff like that. And I was like obsessed over the song Chasing Feelings, which I just talked to everybody about that song for like 5 years. Literally 5 years. I was obsessed over that song. Like David X produced it. I asked David X about that song. I like talked to David X about that song. I met Steve-O. Steve-O, he was managing Secure. I don't know if he still is. He might be. But you know, like when I found out that he manages her, I was like, dude, Chasing Feelings is like, I went on a whole rant about it. And then I interviewed her herself, and it was like a 30-minute interview. Probably 25 minutes of that. It's just me saying Chasing Feelings is such a good song. And it's just important that people hear and truly understand like what that stuff means to you and the people, because people don't really be knowing, bro. But anyways, yeah, Katwana is on it. And then there's this another artist who I wasn't familiar with for real. And he's in Atlanta as well. And I was just like, yo, shout out to all of y'all for sure. Hold on, man. Let me scroll up. I don't want to leak nothing. Here we go. Hold on. Real solid project. Atlanta's in good hands. Good job, Marco Plus. This is the Capwani. Her name's like Capwani. And then this is Bohemian Lonely. That's his name. Yeah, Bohemian Lonely. Shout out to him. And then I just thank the guy for posting it. This is his name's Kobe Maddox. He big fan of Kenny Mason and David X and stuff like that. Like he supports that entire underground movement on that side of Atlanta hip hop. And I appreciate that. I appreciate him as a fan and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. He just appreciates it out loud. And that's important. You know what I'm saying? It's the little things that are so important. I don't know. But yeah, I just want to show love to that. And then I found out Veda released the EP. she sent like in her Discord to her fans like an edition, a version of a song. She's like, y'all like this version, y'all like this version, and it was Laffy Taffy, and she just kind of rapped over Laffy Taffy. And she's been releasing a lot of music lately. I really like the deluxe that she did. I said that a billion times with the key review. I like the deluxe that she did on the Vatrix from last year, and then she did a bunch of features. She was on the Useless Radio mixtape. Salute to Manny Supreme and Jordan and the whole Useless Radio team for sure. That was a very, very solid project. Unique music, sounded like nothing else. They had Tony on that mug a couple times. The way they kind of like used the interviews and drops and stuff like that within the project really made it sound like radio for real. Commercial breaks, little things that they grabbed from the vlogs and everything. And so like if you watch Useless Radio's channel, like it's all one world. The TV's connected with the music's connected with the TV. The artists and the people that they feature on there are all represented on that mixtape. So salute to Useless Radio and best of luck to them moving forward as well. Manny just got a new gig over there at iHeart, and a couple of his interviews going viral already. The joint with Lil Key was going viral, and in it, he's wearing the Useless Radio shirt, Manny is, and then he had on Peasy a couple weeks ago before that, and he was asking, "Is old Spencer your girl?" He said, "Yeah, that's my girlfriend." And he uploads, Manny does, to the Useless Radio account on TikTok, and that's the one that gets shared. So you see the Useless Radio tag. It's little things like that I'm picking up that I just like. I don't know. I really appreciate Manny and Jordan and that whole team's like their attention to detail. It hasn't gone unnoticed. I really have picked it up and noticed it and stuff. And then of course the Walking ATM music video was one of the cooler videos of 2025. So salute to Useless for sure. But Veda, on top of all of those things that she did, she was on Key's album and stuff. She released another EP, and it's got the Laffy Taffy joint on it and some other joints. And like this one is more fun. I felt like the Vatrix deluxe was like her like kind of getting better at rapping, and she was more focused on the rapping. This EP is just like fun, and I like the Laffy Taffy joint. But Veda, her sound is definitely set. It's like definitely kind of club, dance hall type of thing, stuff like that, mixed with bedroom girl pop, introverted music. But at the same time, it's like outside. It's almost like I'm outside, but when I'm outside, please don't approach me. Unless I think you're attractive. That's kind of like her whole thing. I'll rock with Veda. She's really nice. She's a nice person too, because like she follows 0 people on Twitter. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, she one of them, huh? But she's super nice, dude. Like, she's so nice. I was like surprised. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like when I first met her, I was like, yo, this and that. And again, she's like, yeah, sure. And then she said thank you to me for coming to her show like 3 times, bro. And I was like, dog, she's super nice. And then she was nice when we did the interview and stuff. Shout out to Veda, bro. Super nice person, solid person. I think she's gonna go far in life just for being like, in addition to her talents with producing, making beats, rapping, singing, and making like a different kind of sounding genre of music. On top of that, she's just a nice, polite person, and that gets you super far in any industry. Which brings us back to what happened to empathy. All right, so now that we've said all that, there's some more stuff I want to talk about. I'll talk about these things, but before I get into the drama and all the messy and Slick Watts, man.
That steps for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but
George Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
We can't ask Rashad questions.
Hey, Rashad.